2, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
will air it out downfield again, and that ball is caught. Rolls to his right, trying to find somebody. A lot of time he throws, and this one's taken away as well at the 30-yard line. Benton has yet another interception to the 40, out to the 45, and the 50. As you said, not used to being in this spot. Walker goes deep, has a man. It's caught at the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, ends up with the football, and Bryant has a takeaway. The receiver did not know the ball was coming. Walker flushed out of the pocket, goes to his left, throws on the run, wide open receiver, caught in the back of the end zone. They do give it to Zachariah Curtis-Jones, and all he does is pick up huge yardage. Breaks a tackle, and he's gone to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Zachariah.
It's time for Bryant Hornet football. Now let's go to the stadium with the voice of the Hornets, Michael Westbrook.
The officials for tonight's game.
Last Friday night, the Bryant Hornets defeated the Newton High School Rams from Covington, Georgia, 31-14. Less than 4 minutes into the game, Bryant found the end zone, and there was little drama the rest of the night. Coach Sanders would say after the game that while Newton has a lot of talent, he believes he will play more challenging opponents right here this season in the natural state. And one of those he's referring to is most certainly tonight's opponent. It's the Parkview Patriots. Parkview was off last week. They are off to a 1-0 start after a convincing 42-14 victory over the Maumelle Hornets 2 weeks ago. But tonight, it's the 7A Hornets who they will face off against. In the 3 previous contests against Parkview, Bryant has averaged just 26 points. For some teams, that's almost 4 touchdowns, and that would be a good number. Maybe not so much for Bryant. They do have a 2-1 record in those 3 games. Bryant has now quietly put together a 15-game winning streak, dating back to the first game of the 2024 season. The last win streak of 24 games, well, that was ended by Parkview during the 2023 contest, a game Parkview won by just a single point, 28-27. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Westbrook. Coming up on our pregame show, I'll visit with the head coach of the Hornets on the Quad Sanders Show. Matty Calhoun roaming the sidelines gives us our players to watch, and Jordan Morales in the booth will have our keys to the game. Caden Key is our director tonight, Andrew Tate Lee on replay, Preston Key, Justin Reynolds, and Matthew Anderson on cameras. You're watching Bryant Hornet football, and our pregame coverage starts right now. This provided tonight by Hornet Media Productions. Proudly supporting local teams, it's Arkansas Copier Center, your Kyocera experts. For over 40 years, we've delivered Kyocera technology with unbeatable service. Need printers or copiers? Choose Arkansas Copier Center, whatever it takes. Welcome into the Coach Quad Sanders Show as we lead up to Bryant and Parkview. It's Game 3 of the 2025 season. Coach, your team now 2-0. I want to start first and talk about Newton a little bit. 31-14 victory. What was your overall impression of Newton, a team out of Georgia, but then also how your team fared? There really wasn't a whole lot of drama in that one. It felt to me that the team played really well.
Yeah, I mean, we did a good job of running to the ball on defense. We established somewhat of a running game, so we were able to throw it a little bit. But that's a very athletic team, man. A lot of talented guys that are going a lot of places. I will say, though, I think we'll face better teams, I guess a little bit more discipline than what they had, even though they had a lot of talent. Not to take away from them at all. But I mean, they were very young. They were very, very young. So they just had some inexperience out there. So it'll be some teams that probably can play a little bit better than they did. I don't know if they have the same amount of talent, but we did an overall good job of keeping them contained for the most part, and not turning the ball over. I think was a big part of it. We just got to continue to protect the ball, man. Yeah,
you're talking about running to the ball and limiting their running game. So what was it, or who was it maybe, that helped slow down the running attack?
Oh, it was definitely a committee on defense. Without, and it'll be the same thing this week.
Yeah.
If we all don't run to the ball this week, these guys got a bunch of athletes that will expose us. It'll take the same kind of defensive effort. The front seven's got to play really well, but then you throw in the back end because their quarterback can throw it a lot. He's going to be more efficient than what they've had in the past at quarterback. He gets it out fast. So we all got to run to the ball very efficiently, as well as be assignment sound on defense to be successful.
Coach, you're answering all my questions already. But no, we can keep rolling, of course. I do want to mention Ja'Cory Smith. I thought he played well on defense.
Yeah, I think he had something like
maybe 15 tackles.
Yeah, 15 tackles.
It's impressive.
It is impressive. He's all over the place. He put together a really good game. The first one, he was kind of buying into the defense a little bit, trying to figure it out. But he's been playing with these guys for a long time. He's trying to find his footing. He's a linebacker, so when you run the ball, he's going to be everywhere. So that was kind of his game. So he made the most of it.
And then, we've talked a lot, obviously, about the quarterbacks and the running backs and the wide receivers, but we haven't really mentioned too much about your tight ends yet. And Cooper Billingsley and Hayden Sublett, I kind of call them the safety net. Guys you can rely on to get a first down, get a catch. That's what they're supposed to do. I think those two guys have played well so far this year.
Yeah, and they're not selfish at all because both of them can catch and they can run. And so they could be crying for the ball or crying for opportunities, but really what they do is, for the most part, is make opportunities for everybody else. And then when their name is called, they make the most of those opportunities, which is what you really need. We're not a good team without either one of them. So just hopefully they can continue to grow and when those opportunities come, because they'll have a point in the game where somebody's going to say they're not it,
right?
And then they'll be it. They're going to do where they can to stop everybody else, and then they'll go off.
All right, so maybe this will be the last time I ask this question, but you and your predecessor have both told me that sometimes I repeat it again anyways. But let's talk about your quarterbacks again, okay? And maybe next week I won't ask this, but today I'm going to. It's still early. You got two quarterbacks. They're both playing. How's that shaping out? How's it going?
We got two quarterbacks. We got two quarterbacks. That's just what it is.
Okay.
They're both doing something better than the other. Not that they're doing anything bad. It's just one is good at something and the other is good at something, and together, they make a pretty good quarterback, which is not a bad thing.
Right. So it's the last game before conference play. We are going to dive into Parkview just a little bit in a moment, but what are you hoping to see your team improve on this week before conference begins?
We definitely got to clean up special teams. Well, for 2 weeks in a row, we've had something on special teams, whether it's a drop snap or a bad snap or a missed kick. We need to have a perfect special teams game. What I mean by that is nothing is ever perfect, but the snaps have got to be clean. We got to handle the ball clean, whether that's filling the ball or kicking the ball or catching the ball. We got to do all those things clean. And then if we're going to make a mistake, let's just miss the tackle and somebody come and clean it up. We definitely got to clean up special teams. But then it was just some fine-tune some things on offense and defense, which is never going to be perfect, but continuing to grow.
When we talk about Parkview, obviously – they're building a legacy in 5A the way we have in 7A, but they're beating teams that are in 6A and 7A. Mm-hmm. And I want to ask you about their coaching staff for just a moment, because Brad Bolding, he leaves. He goes to North Little Rock, or goes back to North Little Rock. His brother, who was a defensive coordinator, Bobby, takes over. A legacy there, of course, with their dad as well in the state of Arkansas. But what is it about those guys that always has their team coached up and ready to go?
Well, they've been around for a long time. And when you've been running for a long time, you get to learn a lot, especially if you're paying attention. And I think that's what they do a good job of. They learn, of course, from their dad, but then they learn from each other as well. It takes a lot to work with your brother. It takes a lot to work with any family member. But they put their pride to the side. They got it together. And whatever strengths they had set aside from each other, they kind of learn from each other. So, and I bet it helped both of them grow. I expect a well-coached team that's going to play extremely hard and be competitive. And they're going to walk in with a chance to win.
Of course, we're going to see Coach Bolding in North Little Rock later in the year, but were you surprised to see him go back to the Charging Wildcats?
Yeah, he when you got it rolling somewhere, you kind of want to keep it rolling somewhere.
Yeah.
But he's probably a guy who likes a challenge. I don't know, but it's also hard. One may call that home for him.
Right.
To get an opportunity to go back home. It's something you don't turn down. He had that thing rolling before, so it's definitely a challenge with them being down the last couple of years that somebody was willing to take.
Coach, are they a young team again too? I know they had all those key contributors from the last 3 years, a lot of them college scholarships and college athletes now. I haven't seen too much on them yet this week. I've been asking for info, haven't gotten it. But what's their team look like?
Well, they're I won't say young, but new. They got some new guys who can contribute in different ways, a lot like the guys that's graduated. They're definitely a bunch of athletes. They got some seniors at receiver that can go get the ball. They got a senior quarterback who's I think can be very special, with his arm, and not talking about legs. And most of the time you think about a guy that can run, but this guy can really sling it around. So then they got athletes that they can give the ball to in the backfield, just like always. And they've always going to have a good offensive line, defensive line, and guys in the secondary that can run. So, I wouldn't say young, but definitely new.
Yeah. Coach, you're getting close to that second part of the season. We make it through Friday night, and then you got an off week, then conference play. This is also the time of the year where some players are starting to figure it out. Maybe some are getting tired. What have practices been like, and how's everybody doing right now?
It's not hit that wall yet.
Okay.
But it can't get old too fast because we just started.
Yeah.
I think we're really getting into a routine. But then when you get in a routine, it's kind of hard. It's easy to get complacent as well. Especially when you win the first two. So now you're fighting that. Don't get comfortable too fast because we haven't done anything yet. But you want them to relax, but you don't want them to relax so much that you let the guard down and understand that they're always going to be on number one on everybody's list. So that's what we're battling right now. And that doesn't mean they're not practicing hard. They're practicing extremely hard, but it's easy to, for young kids and new guys to let their guard down just a little bit, when they feel comfortable, especially after coming off of being a good team.
Right.
Again, you got to keep all of them the same. It's just the next one.
Okay, Coach. Well, next one's coming up, and we appreciate your time as always.
Yes, sir.
All right, kickoff is coming up in just a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. Proudly supporting local teams, it's Arkansas Copier Center, your Kyocera experts. For over 40 years, we've delivered Kyocera technology with unbeatable service. Need printers or copiers? Choose Arkansas Copier Center, whatever it takes. Welcome back to Hornet Stadium. Michael Westbrook and Jordan Morales in the booth as we bring you Game 3 of the 2025 season. We are just about ready for kickoff, and Jordan has a look at our keys to the game for this one. Jordan, last week at home, Bryant faced off against a strong running team. For Parkview, we know they're going to be a passing team tonight. I know that's one of your keys to the game.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is a quarterback that can pass the ball, but the only way that they can do this is if they give the quarterback time. This is going to be a trench battle, O-line versus D-line, and the receivers have to get past Bryant's secondary.
Our coin toss taking place right now. We'll go down to Maddie in just a moment. And then for Bryant, what do the keys look like for the Hornets to win their third game of the season?
Yeah, we saw it last game. Newen was able to get in the backfield pretty quickly, so they're going to have to limit backfield tackles, and they're going to have to let their running backs just have time to run.
We're waiting for the team to take the field. They're making their way out of the athletic locker room now. We've not had the coin toss yet. Referee on the field talking to our captains. And, Jordan, you have our 4 captains for Bryant.
Yes, number 64, Aiden Allen. Number 88, Cole Bent. Number 50, Guy Nix. And number 30, we have Stephen Chipman.
Well, let's go down now to the third member of our crew. Maddie Calhoun is standing by with our players to watch.
Thanks, guys. My player to watch tonight for the Bryant Hornets is defensive end number 4, Matthew Nelson. Parkview is one of the more pass-heavy teams that the Hornets will see this season, so the University of Oklahoma commit is going to have to be that same defensive specialist that we've seen so far this season. For Parkview, the player to watch is going to be the starting quarterback, number 7, Emmanuel Bunting. With an impeccable arm, he's able to visualize his receivers very well, which has led to his victory over Maumelle. Even though this is a new team, the Parkview Patriots look strong on the receiver end. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks so much, Maddie, and we're just about ready for kickoff. You can see the team coming out from behind the locker room there, and Maddie didn't get run over this time. She was a little concerned last week, but nice to have the addition of our sideline reporter and the footage of our players to watch in the pregame show. Our students are doing a great job trying to cover things. They get out here about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and work all week for this, just as the players do. And we are about ready for kickoff. And, Jordan, I did not see who won the coin toss. I was paying attention to all the festivities taking place around us. So I guess we'll wait and see unless you happen to see it.
I was writing stuff down. I was trying to get some stats down here.
I was making sure we had a good sideline reporter. So we'll wait and see. It'll be a mystery to us until kickoff, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're just about ready for this one. Back to those keys to the game for just a moment. Bryant was able to play the starting quarterback against Benton really well. A senior, a veteran quarterback. He threw a couple of interceptions. This secondary played a big factor in that against Benton. An interception last week as well. I think if you get into a passing game with Parkview, there's going to be pressure up front, but I think our secondary is going to be able to handle it when he does pass it.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's
Definitely.
the goal.
No, that's for sure.
So Bryant is going to kick. Parkview will have the football first. Grayson King, the kicker for the Hornets. It's game 3 of the 2025 season. Bryant is 2-0. Parkview has played just one game. They are 1-0. And it is a heavyweight battle tonight in Bryant. 5A against 7A, but it's hard to tell that with the way Parkview plays. They don't play like the little guy. Kickoff is fielded at the 2-yard line. We are underway, and the special teams keeps him from getting to the 20. They will keep him from the 20. Will be marked down around the 19-yard line. The return from Tori Enlow Moore, a sophomore for Parkview. We'll see the Patriots offense for the first time.
Yeah, he was taken down by number 10. Yet again, Ja'Cory Smith. That's a guy that we're going to be calling out a lot this game.
Ball's going to be marked at the 19-yard line. It's going to be first down.
Camera 1 there, a little dark, guys. Let's work on bumping that up a little bit. Got to teach on the air here a little bit. So we will see Emmanuel Bunting, who again was one of our players to watch, the quarterback who we know is going to throw the football quite a bit. Dak Crosby, the senior running back, is in the backfield with him. They immediately shift and go under center. Crosby, the handoff, hit right away. Good tackle, Ja'Cory Smith. We asked about Ja'Cory Smith in our pregame interview. He had 15 tackles last week.
Man, that is a guy that can get in the backfield fast. He can get in the backfield. He can run. He's a guy that can do it both.
Gain on the play. Ball's going to be marked.
About a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Good wrap-up tackle from Ja'Cory Smith. And we'll see what Parkview does here if they decide to go to the air. I thought they might try to throw it on that first play. They bring in Chris Ross, a sophomore, listed as defensive back and wide receiver. And they rush Jermaine Conway off the field. We've got a long delay here as the play clock was down to 1, and Parkview, after one play, has to burn a timeout.
Man, I mean, you got to think, this is a defense that can make plays. Bryant, they have amazing linebackers, amazing defensive linemen. They have great secondaries. They have great safeties.
Let's see in this first half if that timeout matters, that they had to go ahead and burn one there. They're already back out on the field, but obviously not on the same page. We saw players running on and off the field. Play clock was winding down. Bryant crowd is here tonight, but so is the Parkview band, and so it is loud out at Hornet Stadium tonight. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. We expect to see a pass from Bunting on 2nd and 9. Man in motion is Conway. He'll line up in the slot receiver position left. And now Bunting throws on the run. Catch is made. Kyrick Fulks with the grab. He'll pick up about 8 yards. Looks like they're going to give him a really good spot up very close to the first down marker, but just a bit shy by about a half a yard. He got a good spot there.
Ja'Cory Smith is from Parkview. He transferred here last year, and I mean he's a guy that can make plays, like I said. But you got to think this is his homecoming right here.
Yeah. Well, they actually did give him a first down on that.
Wow.
Looked to me like maybe that forward progress had been stopped prior to those sticks, but nonetheless, Parkview Patriots start over, 1st and 10 at their own 29. Bunting, hands off. We've got whistles. There's a flag. It's a false start against Parkview, but we'll wait and hear it from the official. We do not have the referee mic tonight. Some issues there last week with it, and I guess He either didn't have it turned on or we didn't, and he's not.
5-yard penalty
That mic didn't work there on the first try. We'll see if it comes back later. So a timeout, a false start. Parkview has picked up a first down, but they're going backwards now. It's 1st and 15.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. They have some nerves right now. I mean, this is
Maybe.
a big game, but also it's football. You gotta just stay calm, stay collected.
3-time defending 5A state champions, and they played Bryant close each of the last 3 seasons. Although last year perhaps not that close, 31-10. Bunting to the middle of the field, off of the fingertips of Bryant's Smith. He takes a hard hit. Both players still down. It's Smith who is up first, and a Parkview player slow to rise, but now to his feet, and it's 2nd and 15 after the incomplete pass.
This brought defenses getting to the ball very quickly, as we can see.
Yes. Are we just going to call Smith's name all night long?
That's what it looks like.
Looked as if Aaron Austin was also over there.
He was. Yes, he was.
2nd down, 15. Clock stop, 9:59 to go in the first. The quarterback is the one last to the huddle, Bunting. He was on the sidelines looking for the play. They've got plenty of time. I like having the Parkview band. It's loud in here tonight. Bunting on 2nd and 14, high snap, looking right the whole way. He's under pressure. He is going to throw the football away, and he threw it straight into the crowd. They say a receiver was over in that area. I'm going to just say it, our sideline camera, Matthew Anderson, might have been closer than any receiver. Wow. He just threw that in a straight line out of bounds.
Number 48, Sam Nelson, able to get there pretty quickly. He is Matthew Nelson's little brother.
Yeah, fans still wanting an intentional grounding. We've not seen a call yet. I think they have to call it, right?
You would think so.
They are still discussing. I don't know if we got a chance to look at a replay maybe or not, but there was nobody over there, right?
No, there was not.
There's the call.
There it is.
They do give the signal. You got to throw the flag. Got to do it all in the right order here. Oh, and a sideline warning against Bryant. But the penalty is the one that matters. It's just a warning against Bryant. It's intentional grounding against Parkview as the quarterback was going to be sacked. Threw that away. It is 3rd and a country mile.
And it's going to be 3rd down for the Patriots.
Do some math here. 3rd and 32. Bunting under pressure. He's hit. The football comes loose. Parkview falls on it. They say incomplete pass. It looked as if it might be a fumble, but man, the pressure was there. Bunting took a hit. Marked incomplete. Look at this again, Jordan.
Bryant having absolutely no trouble getting in the backfield.
Nelson again.
Nelson again. Both Nelsons getting back there pretty quickly. And then there's Malachi McDonald trying to recover the ball.
Our first big play of the game. And now, keep your head up here. A lot of things could happen. The punter, 6-7 yards deep in his own end zone. And the return man for Bryant standing at the Parkview 41-yard line. Snaps back to him. High kick. There will be a return inside the 40, near the 30. Caleb Tucker. The defense does a fantastic job, and the offense is going to have a very short field to work with.
Man, Bryant having absolutely no trouble just getting leverage. I mean, they're fired up already. And this is a team that we saw last game. They can do it all game.
Yes. 9:39 to go in the first. Bryant takes over. 1st down and 10 from the Parkview 29-yard line. Will they go for the home run hit here or keep it on the ground? TJ Hodges, the starting running back. Quarterback is Jeremiah Moats. A pitch to Hodges with a lane. 25, Hodges to the 20. Just shy of the 20 at the 21. 8-yard gain for Hodges on the ground.
Once Hodges gets a hole open, he's gone. I mean, he is gone. He is fast and he is strong.
22-yard line, 2nd down.
Parkview certainly discombobulated on their opening drive. They had to use a timeout. They had 2 penalties. By the time they punted, it was 4th and 32. Moats will pitch, whistles, false start against Bryant this time.
They have Cooper Billingsley in motion there, making him a lead blocker.
One thing that we had talked about, fewer penalties at the beginning of this season for Bryant, especially on that offensive line, compared to maybe the last couple of seasons. But there's one that gets them.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in O-lineman, you're trying to go.
It's 2nd down and 7 after the mark-off. They run to Hodges, burst through one tackler. The second one is there inside the 24 to take him down. Nigel Farsi, I believe, with the tackle, and it's 3rd down.
50.
Bryant having pretty good blocking right now. I said there was going to be a trench battle, and it looks like I was right.
Yeah, Jordan, you need a 1st down here. 3rd and 4. You don't want to put yourself in a long kicking situation. Moats keeps, throws low to Tucker. That's an incomplete pass. Moats' first pass of the game is incomplete. Bryant with a decision to make. Grayson King was waiting on the sideline for his opportunity with his coach Hayden Ray, but they'll leave him on the sidelines and now bring in Colin Robinson. You would think they're going to hand it to him and see if he can muscle his way to 4 yards.
And if you're Parkview, you're thinking that's what they're going to do.
They pitch to Robinson. Robinson has the 1st down and more. Robinson 10, Robinson 5, Robinson end zone, 23-yard touchdown. Colin Robinson on 4th down, and the Hornets lead.
There's Bryant's O-line making great blocks, giving a great hole for Colin to just get through there, and man, he was wide open.
8:25 to play in the first. Just about the time they scored last week against Newton. It was around the 8-minute mark to go up 6-0. Got a whistle. I don't know. Encroachment against Parkview. Bryant, I don't know if they'll move up. I guess they will, just about a half yard for the extra point. Snaps back. Kick is up. King's got it, and that makes it 7-0 Bryant. And we'll take a quick break. 8:25 to play in the first. Hornets score first. We're back in a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. A 4-play drive for the Hornets. Colin Robinson with a 23-yard touchdown run. Bryant has a 7-0 lead. Great defense, some bad plays from Parkview. Bryant took advantage of it with a short field, Jordan. We didn't see a whole lot of the passing game just yet from Bunting, but we did see Bryant doing what they do, running the football. Hodges and Robinson, a pretty quick, easy touchdown for the Hornets.
Yeah, this is a quick start for Bryant on both sides of the ball.
So 1st down and 10 for Parkview. And now we see Kylan Hearn in the backfield. Is that right, number 10? I'll see if that's the right number there. He's a freshman, listed as a freshman carrying the football, if I have that number right. No, sorry, excuse me. That was 18, Dallas Bledsoe. Makes more sense. Bledsoe, the junior running back. And now he did pick up 9 yards. It's 2nd and 1.
Ball's going to be marked at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 1 for the Patriots.
Don't want to give up 9 yards on the run play.
You don't, and if you're Bryant Steelon, you got to be a bit patient. You got to watch that quarterback and the running back.
2nd down and short. Bunting under center. You don't see that too much in the high school game anymore. It's Dak Crosby on the carry. He has 2 yards to move the chains before tackled by several Hornets. I'll give Matthew Nelson credit for the tackle.
Ball's going to be marked down at the 30.
That was a dog pile right there by Bryant Steelon. If you're Bryant Steelon, you got to think, if one guy has a tackle, you got to get everybody there just to be safe.
We mentioned last year, Bryant, a 31-10 victory. We said in the Open 2 years ago, right here on this field, it was Parkview 28-27. And back in 2022 at War Memorial Stadium, it was Bryant 20, Parkview 10. The last 3 matchups against these two teams. Bunting to throw. Pressure from Nelson. Tipped a bit maybe. Moment over there. It's incomplete. The intended target was Kyrick Fulks, and it's now going to be 2nd down and 10.
There's Sam Nelson, again, the backfield, again, very quickly, number 44. Thomas Cornelius able to tip that ball, and then there's Gavin Moman just to make sure, again, just to be safe that catch isn't made.
Hornets swarming everywhere.
Yeah.
Bunting having limited success so far. 2nd and 10 from his own 31-yard line. Breaks the huddle. Look for Day-Day Wilson to rush this time. Looked like he would. It's Smith who first gets in on the tackle. A couple more at the bottom of the pile. I think McDonald was around the football, and Cornelius. To give Nelson credit for it.
At the 32-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Only a 3-yard gain, 3rd and 7.
Sam Nelson again getting back there very quickly, taken down by Ja'Cory Smith. But you got to credit the whole D-line there.
Good look at our replays tonight. Andrew Tate Lee running replay. 3rd down and 7. A chance to get the defense off the field. Snap back to Bunting. Pressure again. He throws. Tipped. Knocked down. Incomplete. Matthew Ferguson a hand on it. Their hands are up everywhere, knocking the football around, and it's 4th and long. Parkview has to punt again.
Yeah, I was talking about this. Bryant just has to really have their eyes open. Bryant's defense having to have their eyes open, just really be patient with their reads.
Montrell Thompson back to punt for the Patriots.
Thompson to punt. Caleb Tucker, the return man. Jordan, I'm going to call it like they do in baseball. I think he's about to get a really good return. Well, maybe not. They don't want to kick it to him. It does take a great Parkview bounce inside the 30 and down. So a good punt. Much better for Parkview and special teams there, but Bryant still takes over. 6:10 to play in the opening quarter, leading 7-0. Kyler Shelby will be out to run the offense, and Zachariah Curtis-Jones will be the running back.
Zachariah Curtis-Jones last year getting some playing time. He was behind Myron Thrash. We know he's a big name.
We asked Coach Sanders, I said this will be the last time in a pregame interview for now anyways that we mention the 2 quarterbacks, so tell us about them. Still had Coach out on the field to get that towel off. I said, so you got 2 quarterbacks, tell us about them. And he said, well, I've got 2 quarterbacks. And that's all he really told me. But he said that one does some things well. They both have their strengths. It's good when you can have 2 guys you can go to. Shelby, he's looking for the big home run hit. Caleb Tucker. Tucker the catch. Can he outrun him? Tucker to the 10. Tucker to the 5. Tucker to the end zone. 72 yards. Kyler Shelby to Caleb Tucker. Listen to this crowd.
Well, there you go. 2 quarterbacks we know can make big plays.
And after this extra point will be a perfect time to go to Maddie, because the atmosphere right now is electric, and she's going to talk about that. Oh, my goodness, Caleb Tucker. not only to catch that on the run and to go in. Maddie, what's it like down
This
there?
has been a great game so far for the Bryant Hornets. As you saw, that touchdown right there from Caleb Tucker. It is a warm night, though, at the Hornets Stadium, but the turnout is just as great, as you can hear behind me, especially from our visitor section. Parkview has also had a great turnout tonight. It is energetic on this sideline, especially after that touchdown. See a lot of guys hungry to maybe get a snap in that I haven't gotten in all season in this game tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Maddie. Yeah, it felt like a good time to go down there with the crowd the way it was there. Jordan, I have to have time to write down a one-play drive on my stat sheet here. That took 10 seconds for a little catch and throw, or I should say catch and run from Shelby to Tucker for 72 yards.
We can say very quick start this game.
Wow.
Wow, I mean, this is a team that Coach Sanders wants to be not a second-half team, but a whole game team.
I'd say so far they're doing well.
I would say so as well.
I love the looks of the sidelines. We're about to have the kickoff here, and look at this. You got these guys out there for, 10 seconds, one play, and then they get to go take a little breather and ask the defense to go do their job again.
And they will.
And they will. 14-0. Quick start. Football, I think, not out there yet. There we go. Grayson King set to kick. And maybe another night of no drama, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Bryant has really not been tested yet. Big kick from King. No opportunity at a return yet again for Dak Crosby, who was back in the end zone. Parkview has it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Number 37, Grayson King, has a very, very strong leg. Almost every kick return, it's in the backfield.
We are off next week from football. We still have a volleyball broadcast for you on Tuesday night. Take on Little Rock Southwest. Hope you've enjoyed our volleyball broadcasts as well. We've had 2 of those. Those are coming up every Tuesday night for home conference matches. And then off Friday night for football, and then at Central the following week. And so that will give us time in class to get the highlights and the game recaps and all those pregame elements going the rest of the year. Pregame show will start at 6:30 the rest of the year. There is nothing doing on that run. Matthew Nelson and Thomas Cornelius there for the stop.
18, Dallas Bledsoe.
Number 44, Thomas Cornelius. He is a playmaker for us. And about Bryant, they can depend on everybody in that linebacker spot, as you can tell. And then our D-line as well is just strong, fast, and they have some guys.
Parkview lost so many key players from a year ago that were a part of all 3 of their state championship teams. New head coach this year as well, but a familiar face for Parkview. That football is fumbled, and Bryant is indicating that they have it. We have not seen any official signal yet. Bryant came out with the football. It's Day Wilson. Just fumbled by the running back. Day Wilson at the bottom of the pile with it. Bryant has a turnover, and they're set up in good field position.
If you're a running back, you got to limit those fumbles, but you got to think this is a Bryant team that even if you do have the ball, it's going to be a hard hit for the running back.
Wow. A turnover with a fumble recovered by Day Wilson. Well, you want your offense to be able to run some plays, but I think you might just try to throw it to the end zone once here. We keep it on the ground. Zachariah Curtis-Jones hasn't had a carry yet. He finally gets one. Gang tackled. Parkview player loses a helmet. There were 5 Parkview Patriots there for the tackle.
Number 2, Zachariah Curtis-Jones on the carry.
Number 2, Zachariah. He is a hard runner, and he's taken down by number 59, Billy Moore. He is 6'2", 230. That's a big guy right there, but Zachariah is also a big guy.
It's 2nd down and 13, a 3-yard loss for the Hornets. Moats will have to throw. Pumps. Rolls out of the pocket. We're going to have a holding call, I believe. Moats takes off, tripped up. But maybe a face mask or a hold, something there. Probably a
Number
hold.
3, Kingston Metcalf on the stop. We do have a flag on the play.
And, yep, it's in the spot where you typically see a hold, and the offense is going backwards.
Well, like I said, a trench battle today. Jeremiah running.
Yeah.
We don't really see that much,
do we?
No, it's usually Kyler Shelby, but it's nice to see him run.
Oh, the hold was on the defense.
Look at that.
How about that? As I was watching it, I thought, I didn't see a whole lot. I thought it was like got his face mask or something. So I guess that's what it was. It was a defensive player holding up high there. Wow. Parkview's brought a good crowd tonight. Maddie mentioned the crowd on the other side and the band, and a sea of red and white across the way over there with the blue and the white on this side. It should be a fresh set of downs. It should be first and goal from the 9-10 yard line. So Moats with Zachariah Curtis Jones, first and goal. Moats to throw. He's in some trouble. Now he has time. We have another flag. Moats is scrambling again. And Moats out of bounds around the 7-yard line.
Wow, I mean, that was actually really great by Jeremiah. He stayed on his feet the whole time. There's Kyler Shelby and Jacoby Boone going out there.
The stop for the Patriots. There is a flag on the play.
Now we'll wait and sort out yet another flag. Well, referees have been involved in this one early.
Yeah, they have.
And it is a hold against Bryant. We had a hold against Parkview as well. So they're going to offset those two and just replay this. First and goal from the 9.
Ball's marked at the 9-yard line.
Curtis Jones still in the game, but it is Shelby at quarterback. Will they pass? Will they run? We'll wait and see.
Looks like it could be a run. We have all those receivers kind of bunched up together, but they're taking their time. Ref talking.
They are really taking their time here. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Shelby to throw. Lob, end zone, looking for Tucker. Can't catch it. Good coverage. Devin Harris, although Tucker was kind of backpedaling a bit, just a little bit out of his range.
That pass looks a bit familiar.
Yes.
Caleb Tucker has made some amazing catches like that, just over guys, over people.
We've seen some of those for sure. Little Rock Christian Academy last year reminds me of that one. A long look back to the sideline. Second and goal from the 9. First quarter starting to stall out a bit. Bryant with a 2-touchdown lead already. On the ground, this is Hodges. Hodges bounces to the 5. He escapes. Hodges over the end zone. He's in. It's a touchdown for the Hornets, a 9-yard run, and they have a 3-score lead.
Hodges doing a great job staying on his feet. Takes the ball. Lead blocker, number 68, Xavier Freeman. And Hodges is able to stay on his feet. What a guy. What a dude right there.
A look at it one more time from the sideline cam. Most players would have been down about the 5-yard line. Maybe down again at the 3, but not Hodges. It's 21-0. All Hornets. We'll take a quick break. We're back in a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. 21-0 Bryant. And finally a return for Parkview, but it is not going to yield much. Return out to about the 17-yard line. And that is where Parkview will take over.
There's number 10 again, Ja'Cory Smith for Bryant. Just get in that backfield, even on kick returns, very, very quickly. Number 27 for Parkview, Bryson Hart not getting enough time to run. Bryant looks like they switched some players in that linebacker spot.
Jordan, 21-0. I mean, what more can you say? We still have a third of the first quarter to go. Already scored 3 times. I mean, it's impressive. So Bunting to throw, and that is caught with some room to run this time. Went for the kind of highlight interception grab, and instead the catch was made by Fulks. Got past that defender who was trying to go up for it as well. Turns into a big gain.
Number 12, Terrion Jones on the stop.
There's Terrion Jones taking him down. He is another playmaker for Bryant. He's made some amazing interceptions these past few games.
First down and 10 for Parkview out to the 34. That's their biggest play of the game.
Wow.
And they'll pitch it in the backfield. Not much happening there. Crosby, the running back, picks up about 4. Couldn't see who got him.
Well, it looks like they're running quite a bit. I know we said last week Newton's a running team, but we saw a little bit more of a passing game. And we said Parkview's a passing team. Looks like we're getting a little bit more of a run.
We sure are. We're seeing them run quite a bit. However, they've been bitten by the penalty bug yet again. It's another hold.
It's going to be holding against the Patriots. Ball's going to be marked back.
That will mark them back first down and 20 as they head back inside their own 25-yard line. Bunting will have to start throwing the football now, you would think, but they do keep it on the ground. And Wilson along with Horn, I believe, there to bring him down.
Number 22, Dak Crosby.
Wilson with the side hit. Horn wraps him up.
Number 73, Ryan Horn on the stop. Ball's marked
So
at the 32.
about a 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. 8-yard gain at 2nd and 12.
That was Ryan Horn on the tackle, and also you had Dior Young, which is his nickname, Dior. Don't know why.
Okay.
That's a thing, but that's how they know him around here.
Okay. We're nearing 3 minutes left now in the first. Nothing happening there. Wow.
Number 36, Tavion Smith on the
Tavion Smith, Day-Day Wilson combined to bring down the running back for a big loss. Parkview is going backwards again, and it's 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, it's nice to hear Kavion's name. There he is right there. He is a big guy, and he's only a junior. So it's great to know that we have him for one more year.
Yep. That run stop sets up 3rd down and 15 for Parkview. It is not out of the realm of possibility of the Hornets to get a stop and score again in this first quarter. Snap back to Bunting. Pressure off the edge. Runs away from it. Being chased. Not going to have much. They hit him hard at the 38-yard line as he picks up
45,
only a few. And for the Hornets, was it Mason Knoll?
Bunting on the carry.
Yeah, number
Tackle.
45, Mason. Oh, yeah, on the tackle.
38-yard line.
Hit pretty hard by, I didn't see who else it was, but that was a hard hit right there. Looks like it could have been Jake Elliott. Number 49, Jake Elliott.
Jake Elliott of TV Production 1 fame, 4th period. I have quite a few students this year on the football team. Guess where it's gotten now? It's a cool class, Jordan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so, huh?
Snaps back. Oh, a high end over end punt. Oh, they hit Tucker. Is that allowed? Where's the flag?
No flag.
Tucker was right there, a yard from the ball. No flag.
Gotta say, I'm pretty surprised.
in the world?
Ball's going to be
Well,
marked at the 5-yard
okay,
line.
they gave Bryant the football from the 35.
Well, you could say that tempers are starting to flare out on this Bryant field. Parkview not looking too happy, but how can you blame them?
Oh, we've seen a 72-yard touchdown play. Let's see if there's a 65-yard one right here. Maybe a Robinson long run. Back to Shelby, to Robinson. On first down, no. Nothing there for Robinson. Marked at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Chris Edwards, the tackle.
Stop at number 59, Billy Moore.
Or actually, let's see,
Ball's
they
marked at the
give.
35-yard line. Second down for the Hornets.
Yeah, I thought I had it right. I heard over the PA a different number.
Well, Collins staying on his feet the whole time.
Parkview band playing. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass out into the flats is caught by Zachariah Curtis Jones. And Jones picks up 7.
Zachariah Curtis Jones.
Maybe
under
one
the
more play
reception.
before the end of the quarter. We'll wait and see.
There's College Shelby making
Number
a
15, Chris Edwards.
quick pass
Ball's marked at the
for a quick play.
42, Third down Hornets.
It's 3rd down. They are going to hurry it up. Back to Curtis Jones. He has the catch, needs the yards now. And as he spins, he has it. He has a first down. That'll stop the clock in the first quarter with 19 seconds to go. Maddie is going to interview one of our cheerleaders coming up before the start of the second quarter, so get ready for that. First down and 10 Hornets, 10 seconds to play in the first. Shelby, handoff, whistles. Got a false start somewhere. And that stops the clock with 4.2 to play in the first.
Well, if you're Parkview, you're thinking, man, hopefully we can stop this calling guy.
Yeah.
He is a great runner for Bryant.
23-yard touchdown run in the
After
first
penalty,
quarter.
ball's marked at the 41-yard line. First down Hornets. And that's the end of the first
That
quarter.
is
Hornets
indeed the
Stadium.
end of the first quarter. Wow, a commanding 21-0 lead. And in between quarters, let's head down to the sidelines. Maddie has our interview for us.
We're back on the field with senior cheerleader Lainey Wallace. Lainey, how does it feel that this is your senior season?
It's very bittersweet, and I can't believe I made it here. I'm really proud. I'm really happy. I'm definitely kind of sad, but I'm excited to see what's in the future.
Yes. Well, what is one memory from your past 3 years being on cheer here that sticks out from Friday nights?
Honestly, every Friday night is just so much fun. I would have to say cheering at the state championship and winning, and just every softball that we've won, every single softball I've cheered at.
Awesome. Now, what's something you can tell us that's coming up for cheer this year?
Cheer is at a very good start, and I think we're on a really good path, and I really think that we can win state this year and hopefully win nationals.
Awesome. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Maddie. Appreciate that down on the sidelines. And we're ready to get the second quarter started. Jordan, after this play, I want your thoughts on that first quarter. We got whistles again. Watch out here. A busted play somewhere. Shelby just goes out of bounds. What do you think about the Hornets in the first quarter?
Well, if you're the Hornets, you're thinking, great start. But if you're me, I'm thinking
There is a flag on
we
the
still have
field.
3 more quarters to go. Well,
Yes.
right now, 2. So it's only a matter of time. Well, it's just going to keep on stacking points and stacking points.
All right.
Great start.
Yeah. So we're going to see if we got the crowd mic. Nope. It looked as if the
Penalty's going to go against
The
the Hornets.
referee was
Ball's
gonna try to
marked
turn
at
a mic on there, but I guess
36-yard
not.
line. Remain first down.
so it was a false start against Bryant.
More whistles.
Yeah, goodness. Don't people know I've worked all week? Would like to go home earlier tonight. I'm kidding. This is the best part of the week. This and the volleyball broadcast on Tuesday nights. But I would like for the officials to move the thing along here.
I would agree with you.
Was that just to get everybody on the same page? Not another penalty? Okay. Big shout out to Justin Reynolds for filling in tonight. Not in my sports class this year, working camera. Shelby, he throws across the middle, intended for Austin. There was some contact, but no chance for Austin to catch that.
It's going to be second down.
Second down now.
Kamari Austin slowed down by number 11, Messiah Jones, which the only way that Parkview can contain Kamari is just getting a bunch of guys on him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just Caleb Tucker at wide receiver. Lots of guys can make catches. 2nd and 20, and they'll try to drop it off. Incomplete there. Well, it was intended for Robinson out of the backfield. I don't think he was going to get just a whole lot there anyways. 3rd and long, 3rd and 20. Long football game, like you said, Jordan, but second quarter not starting as smoothly as the first did.
Parkview starting to get a little groove going.
21-0, Bryant advantage starting the second. Shelby's going to have to look for the deep ball. He's protected. Now it breaks down on him. He's sacked. That play completely blown up by Nigel Farsi. A sack, and it's 4th down. Grayson King has to punt for the first time in the game.
Unfortunately, with all these flags we've had, O-line trying not to get even more stacked up. So there's only so much time that they can give the quarterback.
4th and 20. King gets away a pretty good kick. And off of one hop, it is fielded by Parkview with nowhere to go. It was Zachariah Curtis-Jones on the tackle. Chris Ross, the return. Ross hurt a bit, I think, going to the Parkview sidelines.
29-yard line. It's going to be first down, Patriots.
Zachariah Curtis-Jones, running back, looks like he can tackle pretty well, I'll say.
Yeah, that's impressive. I have to do a double take sometimes at my roster because when I see your starting or second string running back out there making tackles on special teams, it always throws me for a little bit of a loop. Is that the right number? But that over the years we have seen that. Our key players play on special teams as well. It's first down and 10 for Parkview. A stagnant offense so far. They've yet to score. 3-time defending state champions are being challenged, and that pass is caught. It is caught. The line judge says he got it before he went out of bounds, and it's a first down. Now they're starting to pass. They're trailing. Bryant's backed off a little bit. They give him 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, there's the pass that we're talking about.
Yep.
Bryant's going to have to get used to it with all this running we're seeing.
See if they try to get just the 1 yard here. They do keep it on the ground. We have whistles yet again. They stop the play. And there is just not a lot of momentum here tonight so far because of the penalties.
Well, it looks like we're not going home too early tonight. But you know what? It's football. It's Friday night.
Like I said, this is fun.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty, a false start against Parkview.
It's going to be a 5.
Still going. Folks is broken away. He's to the 30, and then he is hit hard around the 30-yard line. It's a good hit, but it's a much better return
48, Sam Nelson
for Parkview. Nelson gets credit for the tackle, but Bunting finds Folks, and they're inside the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a lot of yards right there. Sam Nelson looking like he was tired of it. He's like, well, I gotta stop this right now.
And that he did. Bryant tried to jump the gun again. That got him before in the first quarter on a pass play that went for about 10 or 11 yards. The officials are huddled up yet again, and perhaps they think that Folks may have gone out of bounds on the sidelines. Nope. Wow, they're going to call a personal foul against Parkview for an illegal block in the back, and this is coming way back.
Well, there's Parkview fans not looking too happy,
but Coach Bolden cannot believe it.
But I got to say, I did see it.
Okay.
I did see it.
It's going to be a block in the back against the Patriots. Ball's going to be marked at the 45-yard line, first down.
From my angle, it looked like it was number 4, Jermaine Conway.
Timeout, Parkview.
Parkview needs a timeout. We'll stay right here. 10:25 to play in the second quarter. 21-0. Bryant leads Parkview, and here is how the Hornets have scored. A Colin Robinson 23-yard touchdown run at the 8:25 mark of the first quarter. That was on a 4th down and 4 play. Then a 72-yard pass from Kyler Shelby to Caleb Tucker. Made it 14-0. And then Day Wilson with a fumble recovery. And Hodges a 9-yard touchdown run. That's our scoring in this one so far. Parkview will have 1st down and 10 in Bryant territory at the 45-yard line. Defense hasn't given up points yet, but they're bending a little bit here. But Parkview seems to always have an issue, have a penalty of some sort that sets them back. Remember, it's only their second game with a lot of new players out there. They've not had as much time to get things right. Bunting out of the shotgun, hands off. Not a whole lot there. It is Smith with the tackle, able to stop Crosby. Minimal gain of 2 yards, and it's 2nd and 8.
Well, there we go again. Ja'Cory Smith, number 10, from Parkview. Came to Bryant last year. Transferred to Bryant last summer, excuse me. Flags.
Another flag, and I believe a sideline warning now against Parkview. And I wonder if that was more about Coach Bolding saying something on the sidelines or if it was the players too close to the field. But that line judge was right there in front of the head coach when he threw that flag. Oh, the 2 Parkview players are fighting with each other out there on the field. Oh, goodness. You see that?
I saw that.
I saw at least the running back, Crosby, throw his arm out, and it's going to be Crosby that will come off the field. He cost himself some playing time just now.
This is football. You got to think, hey, this is my teammate. This is my brother. Although it's a tough scoreboard right now, but you gotta be brothers. You gotta be teammates.
2nd and long, and once again, it's a combination of Bryant's stellar defense, but it's also, if we're being honest tonight, it's Parkview hurting themselves.
Moving back a bit more.
Well, 2nd and 20, I believe. I think that's right. Long way to go here. Pitch goes back to the running back, Bledsoe. Bledsoe to about the 46-yard line, picks up about 6 yards. Matthew Nelson, the tackle. And Parkview still with a long way to go. It's 3rd and long.
There's Matthew Nelson. Haven't heard his name too much. Correct me if I'm wrong this game.
Yeah.
But
Sam Nelson, we've called his name a time or two.
Yes, we have. And Matthew's a guy who is very fast, very strong. He has some long arms. He can extend his arms a good amount on that offensive tackle, so that gets him in the backfield just even faster.
3rd down and 15. It's all defense tonight from the Hornets. We have a long way to go in the second quarter as it has taken a long time to play 3 minutes. Snap back to Bunting, throws, has his receiver. That's Ross with the catch. Slips a tackle, makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, hit hard out of bounds, and it will be 4th and 10. I would think Parkview would go for it here, trailing by 3 scores.
If you're Parkview, you're thinking, man, we got to score, but we also got to get some yards. We got to get some yards. We got to be patient, and we got to just get a flow going.
Still have a chance to get the defense off the field. Just need to make a stop. Can't give up 10 yards. Well, I think they're going to punt it. How about that? Tucker is back to receive, and they have sent Montrell Thompson out.
If you're Parkview, you got to think, do not kick it to Caleb Tucker. That is a guy who can run.
It is going to be Thompson. High spiral. Tucker comes over on the sidelines, makes the catch. Another flag down. That football was caught at the 10-yard line on the far side of the field, and the flag is on the near side at about the 34. So what in the world?
Bunch of flags this game.
I can't.
I'll tell you
It's
that.
been so many. I wish I would have kept count.
You know what? I'll start that right now.
Okay, all right. A hold against the return team, against Bryant. It'll be half the distance to the goal. They're going to be pinned around the 5-yard line with 8:49 to go in the second quarter and a 21-0 lead. That just means a longer drive for a touchdown.
Against the Hornets on the return. The ball's going to be marked down at the 4-yard line. First down for the Hornets.
There goes Bryant's offense.
I did ask Coach Sanders the tough question about what he wants to see improvement on before conference begins, and he did say that his special teams has some things to clean up. Moats is the quarterback. Curtis Jones will be the running back. They're both going to be in their own end zone when this ball is snapped. 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. And let's see if they can just get the football out of the end zone on this first play. To Curtis Jones. He will do that. Jones is out past the 10. A good strong run from Zachariah Curtis Jones up to the 13-yard line. He'll pick up 9.
There goes that O-line appreciation right there.
Mark
Again.
Scarlett on PA tonight, and he's mentioning all the offensive linemen. Took the geese flying overhead. I wonder if one of our cameras can get those quick enough. There they go.
There they go.
2nd and 1. Curtis Jones, he's dropped. He will lose yards. They have bottled him up so far. Hodges is going to come back into the game as Bryant will have a 3rd down.
Jaden Jefferson on the stop. Zachariah Curtis Jones on the carry for the Hornets.
They're going quickly. Bryant already ready to go. With Hodges in the game, look for Moats to throw on 3rd and 6. It was a 5-yard loss.
Both teams really just taking their time before the snap.
They sure are. I thought they were going to hurry there. Moats looking, steps up, throws. Austin a catch, and Austin spins away at the 15. That spin gives him the first down to move the chains on 3rd and 6. He picked up 7.
It's funny, seeing Kamari Austin run looks slow to us
Right.
just because he's such a big guy, but, man, he can run fast. He is a track guy, as most of these receivers are for Bryant.
Right. They move the chains out to the 16-yard line and have a little bit of freedom from the end zone now. And Moats will throw with a catch made. It's Austin on the other side of the field to the 30, 35. Austin tripped up by Messiah Jones, but Kamari Austin on 2 catches has the football out to the 38.
Well, there's Jeremiah making some great passes. I mean, I'll say that is a pass that is almost textbook right there.
Yes. And Moats will work with an empty backfield this time. Oh, now they put Hodges out, and he makes the catch. Skirts a tackler to the 41. Hodges takes the pile to the 42, picks up 4 yards.
Number 27 for Parkview.
Completion from Jeremiah.
Excuse me. Tori Enlow, I'm pretty sure is his name.
Yes.
Looks like he was ankle diving at Caleb. But, I mean, really, what else can he do?
How about that offensive play? You had Hodges lined up at receiver, and then they kind of just slipped him over to the side, and he was open.
Hodges, excuse me. That was Hodges.
Yep. 2nd and 5, another catch, Austin. And now we are seeing some freedom and some flow of the offense as Moats is getting into a rhythm and moving the ball downfield.
Yeah, Moats making great passes, making some quick passes as well.
Yes.
Family Pharmacy, 3rd down for the Hornets.
Not wasting a whole lot of time once he does have the football in his hands. 3rd and 4, they move Hodges in the backfield. Give to Hodges. And he's right at the first down marker. I would say based on other indications tonight, that's a first down. Oh, my goodness. Nope, guess not.
Ball's going to be marked at the 48-yard line. 4th down is short for the Hornets.
I thought he was going to have it. So you do have to get the yard here to move the chains and not let this drive end too quickly. 4th down and inches for the Hornets near midfield. Nearing 5.5 to play, and they have enough to move the chains.
There it is. Great job by the O-line. Making some holes for Zachariah to just really just run through and get some yardage. It's not big yardage, but it's what matters.
Brooks Andrews, first down for the Hornets.
1st down and 10 from the 49. Moats again an empty backfield. No secret, going to pass, looking downfield. He has his man to the house. Touchdown, TJ Hodges, 51 yards. It is all Hornets tonight in this one.
Jeremiah Moats is on fire right now. It's great to see him really just get in this groove that he's in. There he is right there. On the replay, he takes a snap. He's patient. He's waiting. There's the receiver, TJ Hodges. Running back, looks like he's a receiver right there. 4-star.
And the extra point from King is good with 5:08 to play in the second. It is Bryant 28, Parkview nothing. We'll take a break. You're watching Bryant Hornet Football presented by Hornet Media Productions. A 51-yard touchdown catch. It was Moats to Hodges, 28-0 Bryant. Last time they played this team here at home, they did not get to 28 points, and that cost them the win. As Parkview won 28-27, won't be the case here in this one.
First down for the Patriots.
Into the end zone, another touchback. Parkview will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
RJ Hawk, Realty 1.
Both sides of the ball doing great tonight for Bryant, as always we can say. But this defense is really a star right now. They're on fire as well.
You know, we don't keep stats up here to the full effect of it, but I would love to know how many yards Parkview has in this first half. They have had a couple of big plays, but those were through the air. I would say rushing yards are very minimal so far in this one. It will be Bunting to pass, and he throws over to Fulks with the catch. Moman, the first to hit Fulks at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain.
0, Gavin Moman on the stop.
There's that dog pile we're talking about.
Flying to the football.
Looks like just about every time you have the whole defense on that ball carrier. Bryant's D-line's really doing great right now.
They give him only 6. Call it 2nd and 4. Pass through the hands of Kyron Marshall, incomplete. They go for the quick pass. Bryant saying that was a backwards pass. And yes, it is. Bryant stayed with it. They picked it up, and they have the football.
Pass was backward, number 5.
Oh, my goodness. Here it is, a backwards pass. Ferguson goes and gets it just before it went out of bounds.
That's a great job right there. Like I said, not giving up on the play.
Yeah, well, Marshall gave up on it.
Yeah.
And Bryant did not. You're exactly right. Oh, my goodness. This is about to get out of hand.
Yeah, that's one thing that all the coaches really make sure is that Bryant does not give up on any play. If you don't hear a whistle,
Hear a whistle.
you keep going.
So a backwards pass, essentially a fumble, and Bryant ended up with it, and they have it 1st and 10 from the Parkview 26. Robinson, he's taking the tackler with him. And Robinson's down to the 14-yard line, picks up 12.
I mean, seeing all these guys just stay up, I mean, you got to think, Coach Buford, the strength coach, you got to think, what is he doing in there that these guys are just, I mean, staying up this whole time?
So it's a 12-yard gain. They're inside the red zone. 1st and 10, Bryant, looking to go up by 5 scores. Shelby on the ground. Zachariah Curtis-Jones, he's inside the 10. Taken out of bounds by Landon Adams.
68, Xavier Freeman, stopped by Landon Adams.
Give credit to Freeman on the offensive line for helping that one out. Sophomore Xavier Freeman.
The ball's going to be marked down at the 5-yard line.
Bryant has 2 sophomores on the offensive line. Coach Clancy, the offensive line coach, trying to find those 3-year guys.
2nd down and 1 to go. And it's to Robinson. Robinson has a clear lane, and he is in. Touchdown, Colin Robinson. They pile it on. It's touchdown number 5 in the first half.
It really is amazing seeing him able to make these big plays, being out all year last year.
Yes.
He was injured all last year, and seeing him now making those amazing plays for Bryant, it's amazing to see.
Well, Jordan, I call in every week on the high school scoreboard show on Friday nights after the game, and the first 2 weeks of the season, Colin Robinson has been my player of the week. And when I've called in, I would like to maybe give it to somebody else tonight. There's going to be a lot of guys that will deserve it. We still got a whole second half to go, but yeah, Robinson has shown out in his first 2.5 games of this season. I think Parkview had a player not out on the field quick enough. Well, no, maybe they're saying the penalty was against Bryant. It was against Bryant. We've got to redo the kick.
Looks like that's really all we're seeing tonight from these referees is just whistle, whistle, flag, flag.
Coming up at halftime, we'll show the band, and we also have a special interview with Matt Burke of TV sports production fame. He graduated this past May and is off at Oklahoma State majoring in sports media. I saw him roaming the sidelines earlier. Back in town to see a Friday night Hornet game, and he's going to be on at halftime with us. And then Maddie is also going to interview Mr. Keith Matthews, our band director. Kick is up from King, and even with the penalty, plenty of leg. Good to make it 35-0. We'll take another break. 3:40 to go until halftime. It's all Bryant. We're back in a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. $35-0 Bryant. Grayson King to kick. Just nothing on offense from Parkview. They've got a return man back in the end zone. That's about where King's been kicking them as of late. And there will be a return this time, fielded at around the 2-yard line. Not much happening there. What a great tackle.
Number 12.
Terrion Jones.
Yep. And number 36, Kevion Smith. He's having a game tonight.
Here it is again.
He really has no time to run at all.
15-yard line.
Torrey Enlow Moore, the return man.
Yeah, having no time to run. I mean, poor guy. You got to think.
That's tough. Bunting will work under center. If you're Parkview, there's just not much you can do. You're trying to run your offense, but now all that goes out the window when you're down 35-0 in the first half. If Parkview does not score, we will have the sportsmanship rule in effect to start the third quarter with that running clock. I give Sam Nelson credit for the tackle after a 3-yard gain at 2nd and 7.
Well, there he is again, Sam Nelson. I mean, we've been calling his name for
quite a bit
in this game.
Again, Bunting under center. Again, you don't see that a lot in the high school game, and it doesn't really seem to be affecting Bryant one way or another. They're slowing everything down, stopping the run.
Dallas Bledsoe on the carry.
Bledsoe with the carry, and for Bryant, I saw Guy Nix, a senior, in there at the bottom of the pile.
It's going to be
also the number 45, Mason Noel, looks like he was also down there alongside with Malachi McDonald, unless I'm wrong.
I think you're right. Yep. And even Mark Scarlett on PA said 4 Hornets in on the tackle, so they were all pretty much there on that defensive line. Defensive line of Nelson, Horn, and again another carry, this time with a little more running room. And a wrap-up tackle by Mason Knoll.
Number 2, Montrell Thompson on the carry.
Well, there's Mason Knoll again making a great play. He's not the biggest guy, but he's fast. He is fast, and he can knock that ball out if he wants to. I've seen it during practice before when I was playing for the Bryant Hornets.
Yeah. I missed one defensive lineman a minute ago, Jordan. Who did I miss? Do you know? Is Anthony Matthews out there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the other one. Catch on the sidelines by Marshall. Notice that it was Montrell Thompson running the football a moment ago. He's a wide receiver, return man. They're looking for anything as the 2 main running backs for Parkview have just not been able to get much going on the ground. So let's see if it's Thompson again. Nope, they go back to Bledsoe. Bledsoe in the game at running back. A pump fake from Bunting, and he throws too far out in front of his intended target. No opportunity there for Kyrick Folks. Incomplete.
Parkview's quarterback having a good amount of time to throw the ball, but
it'll be 3rd down for the Patriots.
His receiver's he's just covered. I mean, there is no room for him to catch that ball, and also it was overthrown.
It was Bryson Harden and Aaron Austin on the coverage. 3rd down and 9. 1:34 to go until halftime.
Bryant's deal on making some changes.
See, who do we have out there? Terrence Ellis. See him on the end.
On the left side looks like Jaquez Suggs.
Bunting, incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Almost no time to throw that.
No,
4th down for the Patriots.
Not much time at all. That's what I was trying to decipher in my head here. Was that his read and he just threw it, or did he not have any time? I think it was that he didn't have time.
Bryant's defense really showing again that defense wins games. Offense also making some great plays, obviously, if we see the scoreboard.
We'll see Jacoby Boone back along with Caleb Tucker for a return. Montrell Thompson is going to punt the football away. And Tucker fields, far sideline, shakes a defender. Tucker, the speed to the 45, out of bounds.
Number 3, Caleb
Not
Tucker
much
on the
room
return.
on that sidelines, but he made the most out of it. Bryant has 1:22 to go.
On the stop, ball's going to be marked at the
When you're playing 2
45-yard
quarterbacks
line.
and 3-4 running backs, you
first down
want
for
to
the
make
Hornets.
sure you keep the pedal to the metal. You don't want to tell guys to back off. It is still the first half. Put those subs in the second, perhaps. But for right now, Shelby with an empty backfield wants to try to get something. Incomplete. He was trying to find
Pass
Tucker,
falls incomplete.
and there was good
2nd down
coverage
for the Hornets.
Tucker was guarded pretty heavily by Jaden Jones. Not our Jaden Jones, but theirs.
Yeah, I would hope it wasn't ours.
That would be weird.
That would be a little bit odd, I will say. But that throw was just too low to catch.
Stops the clock, though, so it's not a bad play. You either have probably a first down or you have an incomplete pass. Stops the clock, gives you time to think about it. What if our tight ends are going to make a catch? They don't go that way. They go to Tucker instead, and it's incomplete. We do have Billingsley out on the field.
Pass falls incomplete.
And he was a big part of the game last week.
It will be a Bryant family.
They haven't been able to find the tight end yet in this one.
Looks like he's blocking a little bit more this game. Although Parkview's D-line not making too many plays, they are some pretty big guys.
Yeah. Well, it's Boone and Austin on the right side, Tucker on the left side. A couple of incomplete passes in a row from Shelby. He'll probably be throwing again, although they do move Hodges in the backfield and they pitch to Hodges. Try to pick up a few yards on the ground. 3 yards for T.J. Hodges before the whistle blows the play dead. Bryant will send their special teams on as we head inside 1 minute until halftime.
Hodges was stopped by number 44, Caleb Williams, not the one on the Chicago Bears.
Ball's going to be marked at the 48-yard line. Fourth down for
What
the
if
Hornets.
every player we had to name not the one on?
Yeah,
That would take a while.
that would take quite a bit. They have some names that sound pretty familiar.
Now, Bryant can run another 20 seconds off the clock if they want. They don't have to snap it yet, and I think they've realized that. 15 on the play clock, 20-second difference between the game and play clock here, and that is going to limit what Parkview has left on the clock. They'll probably just kneel it down once they get it back, I would think. And they'll go ahead and just take a timeout to avoid the delay of game. So again, coming up at halftime, we'll keep the crowd mic on and let you hear the performance from our band. We know they'll do a great show. They're already lined up in the south end zone, ready to take the field. And then Matt Burke is going to come up. We'll have an interview with him. And Matty is going to interview our band director from down on the sidelines as well.
We have the legacy of Bryant.
What else can you say here, Jordan?
Well, I will say, there it is. There's that whole game team. Not the second half team that Coach Sanders wanted.
You're exactly right.
Obviously, we're not done with the game yet. But
when you do this and you're up 35-0, it's going to start the clock in the second half and make it a really short game.
Yeah, it really will.
Please move your car, it will be towed.
Well, this is pretty familiar for us up here, just seeing the score like this.
Bryant won the Salt Bowl 41-10. They won last week 31-14. Pitching a shutout here in this one, 35-0. Oh, they go with the fake. How about that? And they don't get the first down. It was to Sublett, Hayden Sublett. He gets across the 50, but he can't get the first down, and so Parkview has it near midfield.
Well, I'll say if that play would have worked, that would have been pretty awesome to see.
Yep.
Hayden is from
Maumelle,
a team that Parkview played last week.
Also from 6th Period Sports Production fame.
He is a funny guy, I'll say.
Great guy. He's worked 2 volleyball games. He directed the volleyball game on Tuesday night.
He did pretty good.
He ran camera. I mean, we are trying to be versatile here.
Which we're doing a pretty good job.
You all are. You
will
really
say.
are. Yep. It's been a fun start so far. Good broadcast. Helps when the team's winning. See if Parkview does anything. 15 seconds to go. They are going to try to pass. Bunting steps up, throws on the run, high, incomplete. Stops the clock, 8 seconds to go. That was into triple coverage, by the way.
Yeah.
3 Bryant Hornets over there.
Well, that's really a pass that if he would have caught that, we would have been like, wow.
It would have been a highlight reel catch.
That would have been a highlight reel. But I will say this game isn't about highlights. It's about Parkview trying to win the game. But as we're seeing right now, this is a pretty familiar sight for Bryant.
Bryant dominating. We wondered about the home crowd. There were a lot of empty seats right at the start of the game time, but it has filled in. They had a big event down tonight, some tailgating from Bryant Elementary before the game. My kiddo, a Bryant Elementary Hornet now. On the ground, Bledsoe. Good tackle by Moman. Stops him shy of the first down, picks up 9, and that takes us to halftime as the clock hits 0.
Well, there it is. There it is right there.
35-0 at halftime. The sportsmanship rule will be in effect to start the second half. Oh, hold on. Our officials don't want us to go to halftime yet.
They're being pretty vocal. Pretty vocal today.
We have a penalty, I guess. Oh, they have to put 2 seconds on the clock? Why? It was a run play. Did Parkview call a timeout?
1 second will remain on the clock.
Well, if they did, I didn't hear it or see it.
Parkview did call a timeout with 1 second left. Oh, my. Well, I mean, you've made it across midfield. You might as well. You're down 35-0. Take a shot to the end zone as best you can. Make Bryant make one more stop.
Yeah, Parkview, I mean, if you're Parkview, you want to try and fill those zeros in on the scoreboard. Just get something on there.
By the way, Morgan Garrett sending us a score. Benton leads North Little Rock 24-7.
Wow.
Of course, North Little Rock had the incredibly down year last year. I'm not sure if they won a game. I don't think they did. 3rd down and 4, final play, first half. Bunting rolling out, throws on the run. It's up for grabs. Bryant knocks it down, incomplete. We do have a player injured for Parkview, so watch out here as they're all running that direction. Oh, that was a Richard Bryant player over there. He's okay. He's fine. And now we are at halftime, 35-0. So, again, we'll take a quick break. We'll roll some of the highlights here from the first half while the band gets set up. We'll have the band. We've got Matt Burke coming up for an interview, a former student of ours. And then Keith Matthews, the director of the band, will be interviewed as well by Maddie. That's coming up at halftime. It's Bryant 35, Parkview 0. You're watching Bryant Hornet football.
Drum majors, Riley Gaines, Ella Perrette, Kennedy Torres, Caroline Duke, Charlie Denton, and the legacy of Bryant. The legacy of Bryant. We would like to thank the following businesses for their sponsorships this fall: Everett Buick GMC, Riggs Outdoors, Lane's Chicken, Aspire Real Estate Academy, Practical Wellness, Hornet Ice, G&D Construction LLC, and Don Pepe's.
Welcome back to halftime, where it's 35-0. Bryant leads the Parkview Patriots. We've got about 10-15 minutes until the start of the second half. We hope you enjoyed the legacy of Bryant. And we're joined now by Matt Burke. We mentioned Matt a couple times during the first half. Graduate of Bryant High School, and he is off at Oklahoma State in Stillwater. The orange going past us right now is Caden Keys wearing his Oklahoma State shirt. Jacob Bratton's also there, a student who directed a lot of the games last year, and they've got a great sports media program. And we would love to keep people in the state of Arkansas, but if they're going to go somewhere else, we want them to go to Oklahoma State. And, hey, Matt, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, how far of a drive is that from Stillwater back to Bryant?
It's about a 5-hour drive. So you take I-40 all the way back, and you're hit I-430, and you're right here.
You made it today, or
I made it last night.
Came in last night. All right. Well, first time back since you started college, or have you been back some before that?
It's my first time being back.
All right, yeah. How did it feel to be back down on the sidelines? Also an offensive lineman for the Hornets. I saw you roaming the sidelines a little bit earlier. How'd that feel?
It felt pretty good. I guess the team's still in good hands.
I think so.
With Coach Clancy, and he's going to provide, or he's going to teach the youngins, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're still rolling.
But you're also doing a little work down there, taking pictures, and that was one thing you kind of started doing in our class. We focus more on the broadcast side, but you took our DSLR cameras out to games and started getting pictures and learning how that worked. And so what are you doing there as far as taking pictures goes?
I'm just really working for like a newspaper at college.
Cool.
And then when I come back to home or when I go like freelance, it's kind of just for my own personal brand, just trying to get better each and every time I do that.
And then also you're working with the campus radio station some and going to get to call some of the football games for Oklahoma State this year, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun to do that.
Well, I hope you get a close football game. I know last week wasn't so great for Oklahoma State, but can't win every game. So just a freshman, so I'm sure you're having to take some basic classes and whatnot. But what's your overall thoughts on the sports media program there at Oklahoma State, and are you finding your fit?
I mean, it's a really great program. They have really almost anything for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's just a great overall program. They care about their production. They care about the people in it. They just care about everybody.
What's the ultimate long-term goal for you?
For me, it'll probably be working for ESPN.
Okay.
I want to be a journalist or even doing photography.
Yeah.
And working for a newspaper.
So let's go back to sports production when you were in the class with us. And some days it's hectic and some days it's what are we going to do and how are we going to get this done and is this equipment going to work? But that's a lot about life too, right? Do you feel like you learned some skills in there that you think will help you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the sports class, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
They have the same scenarios. It's exact same in the class. It's
cool.
really weird. It's
very
cool though.
Yeah. So you're actually taking like a sports media class already, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you doing there?
It's just so you learn about the history of it first, but then you're starting to get into like production.
Okay.
And get to learn all the announcing and all that.
Yeah, like you said, same stuff we're doing. Yeah, really cool. Okay. Well, man, I'm wishing you well. I appreciate you texting me, and I got to say, I was just telling a couple teachers this morning, this is a fun time of year for me because I've heard from you. I heard from Jacob this week, several others on the news side. I couldn't even mention everybody because now you're getting into kind of that first month of college and you're seeing some of the things like you said, this is what we did. This is how we do it. And I'm glad that you know what you're doing and you're confident in it. So enjoy the rest of the second half, all right?
All right, thank you.
Okay. Matt Burke on with us, and then Maddie Calhoun is going to interview Keith Matthews, our director of the bands, coming up in just a little bit. So make sure you stick around for that. It's Bryant 35 over Parkview, nothing at halftime. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. Welcome back at halftime where it is 35-0 Bryant, and let's head back down onto the sidelines. Maddie Calhoun standing by.
All right, I'm here on the field with the Legacy of Bryant band director, Mr. Matthews. One thing about Friday Night Lights is it's all about the atmosphere. What does the band bring to that atmosphere?
We bring a lot of just great music. We like to be loud. We like to be a part of the game. It's not just like a concert for the band. I'm trying to be involved in everything that's going on. I really love football, played football as a high school kid, so I'm really locked into playing when we need to play, don't play when we don't need to play, and play as loud and just get everybody fired up for the team.
Awesome. That's awesome. What's one Friday night memory that sticks out in all your years of being band director as one of the best?
Well, I think that's probably my favorite game here at Hornet Stadium was when Deion Sanders brought his team in. That was so cool to see Shadur play here. And Deion was about 5 feet away from me when the referee got hit, but that was really cool. Another game, I just have a total hatred for Greenwood. So when we beat Greenwood, just mercy ruled them. I come from a smaller school, and they used to beat us all the time, so it was really great to see us beat them. That was probably, 2016 or 17. It was really cool. So those are two of my favorite Hornet games for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Maddie. And fun interview there with Mr. Matthews, with the band. And goodness, I've almost forgotten about the Deion game. I wasn't here then, but I wish I could have been. Good little memory there. And we're getting the second half started on this Friday night where it's 35-0. And Jordan, the referees have done their part to try to keep us here all night. Rather long first half because of them, but, and not because of them. I shouldn't say that. There were penalties made. I'm just giving them a hard time. I'm just joking, everybody, okay? But now it's going to go fast. The clock's going to run in the second half with Bryant being up by 35. And remember, they get the football back to start the second half. It looks as if maybe Bryant's anticipating an onside kick. I don't know. Their return men are out past the 20. We'll wait and see what happens. Well, they go ahead and kick it away, and it is caught, but with a knee down by Tucker at the 24, so no opportunity for a return there. Halftime was so loud. The band and cheer and dance were all down together doing their thing, and Parkview band was playing, and I have a feeling some people have already kind of headed for the exits here, although it is still a good crowd on hand. There's just no drama. It's probably going to be a fairly quiet second half. And, if you're Bryant, that's fine. That's not a complaint by any means, but they just have not really been tested so far. And so Moats is the quarterback. Zachariah Curtis-Jones, the running back, to the 28-yard line, a pickup of 4 yards.
Number 33, Kingston Metcalf. Metcalf, look at that. Caleb Williams and Metcalf.
There you go.
On the same team. Again, oh no. Number 6'7", Nikel Rucker is on the ground right now. Number 75, Lyric Berry coming in.
All right.
Rucker is a huge part of this offensive line.
Hopefully, we're off next week. Hopefully, whatever he is dealing with there, hobbling, he'll be able to rest up next week and be ready to go. Need him back. But I'm confident in Lyric Berry and sports production fame. He's also in 6th period sports production. Moats throws and a catch by Tucker, and he's off to the races. Tucker breaks a tackle into Parkview territory down near the 35-yard line. It's Caleb Tucker all the way to the 32.
What else can you say?
I don't know.
I'm kind of speechless right now. Jeremiah Moats taking the snap.
50-yard catch and run.
Yeah, Jeremiah Moats takes a snap. There's Caleb Tucker just breaking tackles. He is a track guy. He is.
Oh, Moats to Austin, takes the hit and still holds on to the football. Oh, my goodness.
We have a bunch of players getting hurt right now on both sides.
Yes.
Rutgers getting taped up right now by Trainer Tanner. Number 27 on Parkview, limping off the field.
Number 27, Tori Enlow Moore on the stop.
That's never good to see on either side.
Ball's marked at the 17-yard line, and that's going to be
No.
Brooks Andrews first down for the Hornets.
But Bryant has 1st and 10 from the Parkview 17-yard line. They are knocking on the door of the end zone yet again, already up 35-0. Going for it here. Moats throws. He's looking incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Good effort there, intended for Pickett Jr. Cameron Pickett Jr. just couldn't quite come up with that one.
Well, there's Cameron Pickett. We haven't really seen him a whole lot. Obviously, it's the start of the season. Hopefully we'll see him a little bit more.
Moats has Curtis Jones in the backfield with him, and he play-action throws. Moats going for Tucker. He was held up. Flags fly everywhere, and a pass interference call is coming against Parkview.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw that too. I mean, you could see that from a mile away. I'll be honest.
And so that will set Bryant up with 1st and goal after they mark off the penalty.
Here comes number 11, Colin Robinson. You're thinking a big run,
Yeah.
a big run for Bryant right now.
Perhaps.
They have Colin and Zachariah Curtis Jones out there.
I mean, you get to this part of the field, this close to the end zone, and you put Robinson in there, and you're immediately thinking 6.
And there's Cooper Billingsley blocking.
Snap back to Moats. He gives to Curtis Jones. They're trying to get him in the end zone. He shakes a bit to the 5. Won't make it to the end zone. Gang tackled there at the 4, but picks up 5 yards. And it is a first down. So they didn't get the first down on the penalty, but they do on the run. And now it's 1st and goal.
Well, there's Parkview's dog pile for their defense. Honestly, I couldn't tell who got that tackle.
Nope, several players in there. Robinson goes out. It's Curtis Jones again at running back. Lots of options here for the Hornets. Moats keeps. Here comes some pressure. He lobs to the end zone. Cooper Billingsley. Touchdown for Cooper. Touchdown for the Hornets.
There he is. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that play during practice whenever I was playing. I mean, that's a play that they want to get down. There's Jeremiah Moats taking the snap. Just looking in that corner. And there's Cooper Billingsley. Big guy right there.
It worked out. Went over a defender who was trying to come up for the football. And it's a 5-yard touchdown catch from Moats to Billingsley. And if there was any doubt, there's not any more. King will try to make it 42-0. Of course, with the clock rolling, it's stopped right now.
Taking their time right now, like we've seen quite a bit.
Sure are.
Well, it's good for Grayson to get some practice kicks in, I guess you could say.
Oh, we had an injured player for Parkview.
Wow.
That was part of it. So he's on the sidelines being tended to by their athletic training staff. And that was the delay this time. King's extra point, it's good, and it makes it 42-0 with 8:55 to play in the third. And we're back in a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. It's 42-0 Bryant. This time Cooper Billingsley, the tight end, with a 5-yard catch from Moats. And my goodness, what a dominating start to the 2025 season for the Hornets. They're 2-0 and a few minutes away from going to 3-0. But here comes a big return. Austin is going to wrap him up and drop him. Aaron Austin saves the big play, but it's good field position for Parkview for the first time tonight.
Number 27, Torrey Moore, able to get some yards for Parkview. But, I mean, let's just see how this Bryant defense is really going to come out. Obviously, we've seen this whole game. They're fired up.
Right.
And I mean, there's no stopping this Bryant defense.
No.
First down for the Patriots.
Parkview Band is still playing. I give them credit for that. See if Parkview's sticking with their starters. It's Bledsoe. Gavin Moman drops him. And I believe, is that Montrell Thompson in at quarterback now?
That is.
I believe number 2 is the one that took the snap there. Yep. Maybe that was just a one-play thing. No, he is going to stay in. Yep.
So if you're Parkview, you're trying to see what's going to work.
Right.
You're just trying to see what's going to get some points on the board. Trying to make this score just a little bit closer to what they can, really.
Montrell Thompson and Dak Crosby in the backfield. Thompson keeps. He has some wheels. He's being chased by Day Wilson and Ferguson, I believe. Yeah, Matthew Ferguson. They stop him at the 44-yard line, around a 6-yard gain, and it's now third down.
Ball's going to be marked at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defense is not showing any signs of stopping at all. Offense and defense, both sides fired up, ready to go. No fatigue at all.
None.
I mean, they're looking healthy. Bryant has so much depth that they can rely on all their players in all their spots.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Bryant has made the stops tonight. Can they do it again? Thompson looking. He'll throw, and it is caught. They have a first down and more inside the 35-yard line on a catch from Kyrick Folks. The 6'1", 175 senior takes it down to the Bryant 31-yard line.
There's Terrion Jones taking him down. Terrion is a great secondary for this Bryant defense. Like I said before, they can depend on everybody.
So, again, clock rolls no matter what right now, as Bryant leads by more than 35 in the second half. Thompson is now in at quarterback on this drive, and he hands off to Crosby. Crosby's met by Moman after only 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
He's wrapped up by Gavin Moman, taken down by number 44, Thomas Cornelius.
Emmanuel Bunting was the starting quarterback for Parkview, but he was not able to get anything going, and so they go to Thompson. Thompson does it all. Listed as wide receiver quarterback, but he's also the punter. And we've seen him in at running back on a couple of plays in this game.
That's unique.
And we have called his name quite a bit the last couple of years. He's just a junior, but we called his name last year for sure. 2 receivers right, nobody to the left. Snap back to Thompson, looking right, chunking it towards the 5-yard line, and it was caught. Now a tangle for the football. We have a flag down anyways. It's Ferguson who comes up with it, but incomplete. The call is an incomplete pass. What is the flag all about is now the question. Will they call offensive pass interference? Bryant thinks so.
That was a very, I mean, crazy play right there.
It was.
I'll be honest.
Hey, we have a referee mic now.
On defense, between 15 yards from the previous spot, will result in the first down.
Bryant defense hasn't really had too many penalties, correct me if I'm wrong, this game. It's mostly been on the offensive side.
Right.
For Bryant and Parkview.
Well, there was a look at the replay again.
Ball's going to be marked at the 14-yard line after the penalty.
So that puts the football at the 14-yard line for Parkview. This has been their best drive of the game as they're moving the ball downfield. And they have it inside the red zone for the first time. Can the Bryant defense keep the shutout alive? Crosby in the backfield, Thompson the quarterback. Snap back to Thompson with a quick drop. We have a flag. He throws. It is intercepted by the Hornets. Looking to run it back the other way is Ferguson, tripped up at the 14-yard line. Hold on a second. We'll wait and see what the flag is all about.
There's a player down on Parkview side. More flags coming down. Wow.
More flags. Well, Bryant's defense is leaving the field, which would indicate that it was against Parkview maybe, or at least they're going to huddle on the sidelines.
You would think.
Maybe they're just trying to convince the officials of it. I think our defense might have to stay out there.
First of all, we have a dead ball. Sideline warning on Bryant. That's their first warning. There's no notice on that. After the play, we have unsportsmanlike conduct on number 5, blue, taunting. We also have unsportsmanlike conduct on number 12, blue, also taunting on the sideline. We're going to go half the distance to the goal twice. It will be first down.
Well, hold on. He just said half the distance to the goal with white and then pointed first down for Bryant. It should be Bryant football. Yeah.
Looks like it is.
It was 2 taunting penalties against 2 players on the defense for the Hornets. And I can tell you, Coach Sanders is addressing one of those right now on the sidelines. It is going to be Bryant football, despite the official saying white and then pointing for Bryant. Well, let's reset here. The interception holds, so another big play there. Matthew Ferguson comes up with the interception at the 3:37 mark to keep the shutout alive.
There's Bryant's second team offense coming out, as you would hopefully, expect to happen.
But you have to protect the football around the end zone here.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous spot to be in. It's risky.
So it's Kyler Shelby, the quarterback, and Caleb Leak, the running back. You got to get some space around the end zone. We'll see what they do. Oh, the snap is bobbled, picked up. Shelby has to run. He will throw, and that's incomplete.
That ball's incomplete.
Hayden Sublett was running the practice drill where you just push the pads backwards, it looked like there, not realizing what Shelby was dealing with and that he was actually the target over there.
Well, there's an example of him not giving up on the play.
Here you go.
We'll probably see him in that replay. There he was.
Thought he was running the wrong way for a minute, but he was doing what he was supposed to do. All right. They do throw. There's Sublett. There he goes. Now he's running the right way. Go for it, big man, outside the 30 up to the 32-yard line. 27 yards for Hayden Sublett.
There's Kyler takes the snap. Man, it's great being able to call Hayden Sublett out.
Yes.
For a great play. Last play, him. I mean, that was
wrong direction.
Yeah, that was a great. that was some great 2 plays by Hayden Sublett, and I think he'll do great.
1st and 10 near the 2-minute mark. Another low snap. They keep it on the ground. Spinning off of tacklers is Leak out to the 35. Still going. Goodness, to the 40. Are you kidding me? Just trying to earn some playing time, and he picks up a first down.
Well, there's a Coach Beeford shout out, the strength and conditioning coach for Bryant. I mean, those are some workouts that shows on the field. I mean, this is a strong team right here for this Bryant offense.
And now another big run this time. How about that?
Hayden Sublett again.
Yeah, sorry, I looked down trying to get a battery squared away here.
He got his first offer from Arkansas as a freshman.
Did he really? Did not know that.
And then he has an offer from Tulsa as well. Expecting a bit more of those from him.
The Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Did you know that?
I did not.
Well, there you go. You learned a nickname, a mascot tonight.
The more you know.
The more you know. 1 minute to go in the third. Shelby looking to throw and needs some help. Trying to find a receiver now. Goes downfield. Oh, through the hands of one man and then caught by another.
Dantrell Wilkins making the amazing catch. I mean, come on now.
We have a flag. Wow. Let's hope that one stands.
That's a highlight right there. If this play stands, that is a great highlight. There it is.
Yes, we'll look at that one again, hopefully. Here it is. Pass interference on the defense. Declined. Who was the first target? Whose hands did it go through? Did you see it? Let's see if we see here. Oh, it was Leak, right?
Caleb Leak, yes.
Yeah, it was intended for Caleb Leak.
Dantrell making the – man, look at that.
Incredible. Now we've got another whistle here.
Man, this is like duck season out here. Just hearing all these whistles and
I like to say the Canaries are dropping.
Yeah.
Dead ball. False start on the offense.
Man.
That's a 5-yard penalty. We're going to have to play a 1-on-time down before the quarter will switch over.
See, here's the thing, though. That actually gives Bryant an extra play.
It does.
I thought it was only – the penalty was against the defense? Or was it against us, right?
I heard offense.
Huh, interesting. If you're Parkview here, I would say, hey, look, the penalty was against them. Let's just go to the fourth. Gives Bryant a free play. See what they do with it. On the ground to Leak. Leak redirects. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Caleb Leak. It goes for 21 yards, and Bryant has 48 on the board.
Well, there's a 3-year guy right there, you could say. Big playmaker by the sophomore. Just breaking tackles. Great blocking by the offensive line.
Wow.
He's big. I mean, that's a big guy. For a sophomore, I mean, come on now.
Well, I guess the untimed down was worth it. King, the extra point. It's 49-0. Oh, my goodness. Into the third. We'll start the fourth coming up in just a moment. You're watching Bryant Hornet football. It's the fourth quarter on a Friday night in Bryant. It's all Hornets. They lead 49-0. Michael Westbrook along with Jordan Morales and Matty Calhoun on the sidelines. Caden Key, our technical director tonight. The kickoff goes to Enloe Moore. He's out to the 25, 28-yard line. That's where he's tackled and where Parkview will take over, trailing 49-0. It's been a little bit of everything, and I think that is what is fun about Bryant Hornet football this year. Ferguson interception, Caleb Leak a big touchdown run, Cooper Billingsley a touchdown catch. The usuals have been there tonight as well. It's just everybody making plays.
It really is. I mean, this Bryant team can depend on everybody that they put out there.
I would think a lot of the second-team defense is in the game now as well. Montrell Thompson still in at quarterback. It's Bledsoe on the ground, and he takes it to about the 33-yard line.
18, Dallas Bledsoe.
Kavion Smith comes down with a tackle, number 36.
Smith on the tackle.
It's nice calling his name out.
Yep.
He's a pretty good friend of mine. He's a funny guy, I'll tell you what.
Now Parkview with the clock rolling, not much they can do. They're taking a lot of time. Proud of our crew tonight up here as well. We had a couple camera operators not make the game and had some fill-ins, and so doing what we can, and got a good crew here tonight. That's a first down for Parkview.
18, Dallas Bledsoe.
Now you're in a situation where you got a two-score advantage over that 35-point mark, so even if Parkview does score, the clock will continue to roll.
There's Kavion Smith again making a great tackle, powerful tackle, you could say.
I'm just listening to the Parkview band for a moment, Jordan.
Me too. I gotta say, me too.
It's
they're
nice.
Doing good.
It's fun. Not a whole lot on that carry, 3-yard pickup. And
well, there he is again.
Was it Smith again?
Kavion Smith.
32, Jalen Brewster. Number 36, Kavion Smith on the stop.
Number 32, Brewster, also coming down.
Ball's going to be marked at the 45-yard line.
Heard a lot of big applause for Smith there when his name was called a moment ago. We have a lot of the parents that sit right below us. Second and 7, 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Snap back to Thompson, gives on the ground to Bledsoe. Smith again. 1-yard gain, but he got into the backfield quickly to slow down the Parkview Patriots.
Well, Parkview still has their starters in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and there's Kavion Smith yet again just making great plays for this Bryant defense, showing that he can perform, not under pressure, but, I mean, it's a big crowd still.
Yeah, it is. You got to make plays, like you said, going against the starters. Third down and 5. Wonder what Parkview will do here. Again, it's a backup quarterback in the game, but he looks to throw, and they're going one-on-one down the left sidelines. What a grab. Up high for that one. The Patriots reel it in. Kyrick Folks, the name we've called a lot tonight on the big plays.
Ball's going to be marked
when they have had them, it has been him, as we see it again.
I'll give some credit to this Bryant second team. They're doing pretty good against Parkview starters.
Was he in bounds when he caught that? I guess it was close.
It was pretty close.
No, they are. They're doing well, but see if Bryant can hang in there. Going for that play again. Knocked down. It was to Folks.
Broken up by number 18.
And broken up by Malik Ship, a sophomore.
Yeah. A lot of sophomores getting playing time tonight, which is great. Sophomores getting time to get used to this crowd, this 7A crowd.
Right.
If you are having someone come pick you up, now's the time to make that phone call and tell them to head this way.
Second down and 10 for Parkview, nearing 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Again, Bryant is off next week, and then they go to Little Rock Central for the first conference game of the season in the 7A Central. Handoff, and the running back this time was
Bledsoe on the carry, number 36.
Bledsoe on the carry, and it was once again Smith, wasn't it, with the tackle?
Yeah, that was Kavion Smith yet again.
Third down for the Patriots.
So Parkview has moved the football downfield, a couple of big plays, but the running game still has not gained any traction for Parkview as the backups from Bryant have been able to slow that down too. See Justin Jones out there on defense on the defensive line. You've heard from Smith quite a bit. Evan Kennemer, a 10th grader. And there's a good tackle that time, I believe. Smith and Elliott.
Jake Elliott, yep, it's Kavion Smith.
And they stop him shy of the first down. It's 4th down. Need to stop him one more time, about 4th and 2.5.
It's great hearing this Bryant crowd just stomping on those bleachers. Just this whole booth right here is just.
I know. I said at the third that it was a little bit quiet, but you know, they actually are still stomping.
There it is.
The cowbells are going, and handoff Bledsoe. Bledsoe, the first down and more, but it's a touchdown-saving tackle around the 5-yard line, and for the Hornets, Anthony Ellis was the one that made the tackle.
That was a hard hit right there.
It was.
I mean, he's number 20 is limping.
Sorry, they give me Brewster credit for the tackle there.
First down for the Patriots.
Yeah, that was a hard stop. We are going to go back down to Maddie one more time before the end of this game, and so we'll wait and see what Parkview does here before we go to her. Thompson and Bledsoe in the backfield. It is to Bledsoe, and now he's a little bit closer. He's down to the 1. And they're going to sub in a couple more players here. Coming in for the Hornets, Brendan Harris, another 10th grader.
Number
with 4:40 to go and the clock rolling.
Bledsoe on the carry. Ball's marked at the 1-yard line.
Last time Parkview got in the red zone, an interception by Matthew Ferguson. Backups for the Hornets trying to keep the shutout alive. But tall task here. 2nd and goal from the 1.
There's the crowd again.
Channing defense. Trying to help with a stop. Thompson, quarterback keep. He's in. Parkview is on the board. And that will give us a chance to head back down to Maddie Calhoun for the final time in this one. Done a great job on the sidelines. Maddie, your final thoughts on this game?
Yes, one play that sticks out to me from this game is TJ Hodges' 51-yard touchdown. That is one of the biggest plays of the night, one of the best throws I've seen from Jeremiah Moats since the start of the season. Great route running, basically wide open for the back half of the field. Also, huge shout out to the Hornet defense tonight. Players like Malachi McDonald, the Nelson brothers, Ryan Horn, all of them creating great defensive stops to make disconnect in the Parkview team, which we've seen from the limited scoring tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Maddie. So she's going with the Hodges 51-yard play for her play of the game. And they stopped there, don't get the extra point, and Maddie, they were about to come your way, but they got stopped shy of that. They were looking for the 2 points there. Didn't happen. They were going ahead and running the clock here, which I think is probably wise at 49-6. Do you have a play of the game, Jordan, that you can think of? One of the touchdowns or an interception?
I'll say I think my play of the game is, correct me if I'm wrong on these yardages,
okay,
but Kyler's 75-yard pass to Caleb
72.
Tucker. 72. There it is.
Yards. Yep. All right, well, maybe we can see if Caden Key and Andrew Tate-Lee can roll those in a minute. The 72-yard Kyler Shelby to Caleb Tucker touchdown. And then for Maddie, it was in the second quarter, the 51-yard TJ Hodges catch from Moats. We'll see if we can get to those two highlights in a little bit.
Well, it's nice.
Oh, they're running them now, not in a little
there
bit. Look at them. There's Tucker's. What a play.
Hard catch, you got to say. That wasn't an easy catch.
No, it was not. I think I'm going to go – I'm trying to find my player of the game. I can't pick Colin Robinson again. I think I'm going to go T.J. Hodges. Rushing touchdown, a 9-yard rushing touchdown, and then the 51-yard touchdown catch. That sound good to you?
Sounds good. It's nice.
Kickoff here with some return. I thought we had a big return up ahead, but he was stopped.
It's nice hearing some more names being called.
Yep.
This game.
Yeah, there was Ellis on the return that time. So you good with Hodges as our player of the game?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, all right. TJ Hodges, our player of the game. It's hard to pick a quarterback when they
It really is.
shift around so much, and so, and in fact, our third-string quarterback is now in the game, and another running back is in the game. So taking over is Case King, and DJ Gooding is the running back with about a minute to go. They could not preserve the shutout, but we still beat Parkview by a score of 49-6 with a couple of more plays to go. You have to just fall on that football, which it really doesn't matter. I think you need to run one more play. Oh, they've actually kind of stopped the play clock, so.
The ball's going to be marked down to the 37-yard line, third down for the Hornets.
I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm still impressed with the Parkview band playing to the end.
Yeah.
3rd and 14. We got a flag. Gooding running for his life out there. We lost a shoe from a player. Dallas Bryant is going to come into the game for the Hornets at running back, I believe. Yeah, that's right. We got a hold. That's going to be the final play anyways. The clock's at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is over. Bryant defeats Parkview 49-6. And the Hornets now move to 3-0 on the 2025 season. They finished their non-conference schedule undefeated. They run their win streak to 16 games overall. 49-6 is the final score. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday night. Volleyball back in the Building 1 gym. We're off next Friday night as the team has a bye week before they begin 7A Central play against Little Rock Central. Jordan, we said it tonight. It was a little bit of everything. I would imagine your final thoughts is exactly that, but what stood out to you tonight?
I'll say, man, it really is both sides of the ball making plays.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Bryant they've always had great defenses, but both sides of the ball were able to make some very good plays this game, and they were consistent.
Remember, our first highlight that I said was the Nelson play. Was it Matthew or Sam? It was Sam, wasn't it? Sam making the big defensive stop. That was early on. Then you had the Colin Robinson touchdown. Then you had the big Tucker catch. But then after that, it was Day-Day Wilson with the fumble recovery. And so of our first big plays, 2 of them were offense and 2 were defense. Exactly what you were saying is that all the way around tonight, it was everybody doing their job. And when you look up at the scoreboard and see 49-6, against Parkview, that means everybody did their job.
It speaks for itself.
Exactly right. So another big win. 2 wins here at home. 3 overall, 3-0. And, the schedule is tough this year. When you look at the back end of that, you got to go to Cabot. You got to go to Conway. It's a long way off from now. What you got to do is clean up a few things in the off week, take care of the game on the road at Central, pick up that first big road conference win, get some momentum and confidence, come back home. And so far, so good for the Hornets, would you say?
I would say.
Yeah. All right. Well, for our crew here tonight, we appreciate you being with us, and it does take a crew to do this. So our cameras tonight, Matthew Anderson, Justin Reynolds, and Preston Key. Running replay was Andrew Tate Lee. Our director tonight was Caden Key. For Maddie Calhoun and Jordan Morales, I'm Michael Westbrook. The final score, Bryant 49, Parkview 6. We'll talk